Right, so it's that time of year again, and by that I mean, well, the year's nearly out. I mean, we're in November now, so all the events I plan to go to, I've already gone to. So, yeah, it's the usual time. At the end of the year, I always show my autographs that I've collected throughout this year. So yeah, there's actually more autographs I've got this year than any other year, which is quite... like, I broke my record. Usually I only get 2 or 3 different autographs. This time I've got like about 20 different ones. Some of which I haven't met in person. Some of them I have. I'll probably mark down which ones I've met in person and which ones I haven't. Feel free to read the video description. In fact, I'd probably recommend it for all my YouTube videos. The video description usually contains things I've forgotten to mention and stuff like that, so I really do appreciate if people actually bother to read video descriptions and not just watch the videos. And yeah, feel free to look up my, so I've like changed where I locate all my pictures of different celebs, me with different celebs, and my pictures of my different autographs. So look on my Weebly page for that, and it'll direct you to my new place where I show off all that stuff. So yeah, sorry about that bit cut off at the end. I don't know if anyone noticed it or not. But I just looked at my camera and it said I had 5 minutes left on the memory card, so I had to stop and delete some stuff. So yeah, this box that you can see now is where I keep some of my autographs. In fact, the majority. If it's not a huge poster, they get stored in here. This is where I also keep my photo shoots. I got this box from Frank's Autographs. Apparently one of the people at that website died this year, I think. So I'm not sure whether the website's still going and selling stuff anymore. So I need to get some more sleeves for this box as well. So if that's the case, I'm gonna have to try and shop somewhere else. But yeah, I got this box from Frank's, and all the sleeves inside I also got from Frank's. The sleeves inside this box is made of archival polyester. So now you know how I store my autographs. As for my big posters, the case they're in is from Kazart. I'll show my big posters a bit later, but the case they're in is from Kazart, and the sleeves they're in is archival polyester pocket. I trust archival polyester pockets. I've heard they're good and they keep the autographs stored, and they don't run or anything like that over time and stuff like that. So they're pretty reliable. So that's what I use. So yeah, I may as well get started now. So yeah, when you open the box, it's like a ring binder thing, as you can see. I'm actually thinking of getting a few like stickers just to stick stuff on the box to make it look a bit more glamorous rather than just having a silver box with nothing written on. But yeah, so this is where I keep the majority, like the 10/8. Do you know the normal size pictures you get when meeting a guest at a convention? So that's where I store all these. First one is this one. This is a picture I got of my brother for my birthday. This isn't the first time he's got me a signed picture. And probably won't be the last either. Which is very nice and sweet of him, and I appreciate it and stuff. But the only issue is, he doesn't go to meet these guests. He buys these pictures of the likes of eBay and other sites that generally just sell fakes. You know, they scam people. So that's what this bit here, it's just to remind myself that it's probably a fake autograph. I mean, I've thought about like keeping it elsewhere, away from the authentic ones, but in the end I decided to keep it with all the rest and just put a little message in it to remind myself. So yeah, this is a possible fake autograph, but if it was real, it's a signed picture of the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith. Hopefully one day I'll be able to meet this guy in person. He's been my favourite Doctor in Doctor Who for the past 12 years. Now it's him and Peter Capaldi, the 12th Doctor. They are my favourites in Doctor Who. But yeah, that's what that one is. This one, the Matt Smith 11th Doctor autograph that I've just showed you, I don't keep it in a polyester packet. I just keep it in what it came in really, which is just a normal sleeve. Yeah. Also got with that autograph, I got a certificate of authenticity, but you can't really trust these things. I mean, anyone can fake an authentic thing and just say, oh, it's real, but chances are it probably isn't. I'm sorry if you can hear the TV in the background. It's playing to itself again. So yeah. So next up is my autograph that I got at the Sherlock convention, which was back in April of this year. So this one's signed by Rupert Graves, who plays Detective Lestrade, or Lestrade, depends which way you want to pronounce it. It's pronounced both ways. So yeah, this is signed by him. He was quite a nice guest. I was thinking as well before doing this video that I'll tell folk like what I thought of the guest, like whether they were good to meet and stuff like that, because I see a lot of people asking other people like, is this guest good to me, what's he like, and stuff like that. So when they show me autographs, I thought I'd like tell people what I thought of them and stuff, just like a quick like opinion from me. I mean, of course everyone's opinion could be different. I mean, what I think is a great guest could to some other people be really disappointing. So yeah, keep that in mind. And remember, it's my opinion, okay? So yeah, this is signed by Rupert Graves, Detective Lestrade from BBC Sherlock. He's also in V for Vendetta as well. But this is a picture of him as Lestrade. So yeah, got this at the Sherlock event in April, back like this year, earlier this year. Like I said, he was really friendly. He warned me that because it was signed in silver, that it takes a while to dry, which is true. Silver's the worst for ink to like dry, especially if you're using Sharpies. So that was very nice of him. It was very nice at the photo shoot as well, posing for fans. I managed to score a hug of him, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, I couldn't fault him. He was, like, out of about 13 odd different people I met at the event, he's definitely one of the top ones that I met, for sure. He was really with the fans and just outgoing, and yeah, one of the best actors I've met at a convention, actually. So yeah, and the autograph says to, and my name, which I'm covering because if you didn't already know, I don't really like giving out my real name. And then under that it says best wishes, and then his autograph, Rupert Graves, and the small little kiss at the bottom. As you can tell, there's a Sherlock sign at the bottom. I'm sorry if you can hear the TV in the background. Apologise for that. I'm not sure whether you can or not though. But yeah, there's that one. Next one is another one that I got at the Sherlock event, and again has my name on, so that's why I've covered it with my kitty cat diary. This one is signed by Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty in BBC Sherlock. You can't really see the autograph. I mean, I forgot to tell him to write in silver or something. I really like the picture, that's why I picked it. It just looks so evil. But I forgot to tell him to write in silver, so you can barely see it. I mean, if I zoom in a little bit, can just about make it out, sort of. So yeah, if I ever meet him again, I'll try and get another one. This time, one that you can actually see the autograph. So yeah. So it says it says for, then my name, and then his autograph, Andrew Scott. And then it has some kisses and love hearts. So yeah, there's that one. Andrew was really friendly. I'm gonna end up forgetting to tell people my opinions of each guest. Because I almost forgot there actually. But yeah, he was friendly. I'm not sure he's the hugging type of guest though. I read that he only started hugging when fans actually started crying, which I found kind of odd. But yeah. So I'm not really sure he's the hugging type of guest, but he's quite friendly. I've got no gripe with him. Yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely meet him again. So there's that one. Next up is this one. I went to Manchester for this event. It's a signed picture of Naruto, because I met the voice actor of Naruto, or actress. I call both male and female voice actors. I don't really call them actresses. But yeah, I met Male Flanagan, who voices Naruto. It says to, then my name, which again I'm covering. Then an X and a love heart and her autograph, Male Flanagan. I couldn't believe that, well, I know there's some voices, like female voices out there that voice male characters, but I didn't realise Naruto was voiced by a female. I had no idea, so I was quite surprised by that. But yeah, male, I don't really know how to pronounce it. She was very friendly, but yeah, no gripe with this one either. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed in a way, because I've met so many different Naruto voice actors that if I'm, like, originally before I, like, well, when I met the first Naruto voice actor, if I was, like, collecting autographs on a poster, I would have had so many on that poster by now, because I've met so many different Naruto voice actors. I mean, I've met Liam O'Brien, who voices Gaara. I've met Tara Platt, who voices Tamari. Obviously, I've met Male Flanagan, who voices Naruto. I've met, what was his name? Yuri Lowenthal, who voices Sasuke. Probably more, but that's all I can think of at the minute, off the top of my head. So yeah, that's that one. Next up, which I thankfully don't have my name on, so I don't have to cover anything. I mean, I did try to like change my name on some of the autographs, like to my nickname, because I'm not bothered if they use my real name or not. But I don't really like giving out my real name. But yeah, I decided in the end I'll just use my real name and just cover the name up whenever I'm showing my autographs. Because in a way, like nicknames, it's your nickname, innit? So like your real name is like, to me anyway, it feels more personal, you know? Like if it's to your nickname, I just don't feel the same. It's kind of hard to describe, but yeah. Anyway, so this is like my Matt Smith 11th Doctor autograph. This one was given to me by my brother again. It's a signed Walking Dead poster. But like I said, it's given to me by my brother for last Christmas, I think. So I got like the message here. It kind of like reminds me that it's a possible fake. And considering I've met one of these actors in person, and I've managed to like look at the two different autographs, I think this is a fake. because the autograph looks completely different from the genuine one that I've got. So yeah, I mean, I've told my brother to like look at a website which I know has genuine autographs. It's a bit expensive, but hopefully it pays attention rather than just buying autographs from scam sites like eBay. But yeah, so that's another fake. You don't really want to look at fakes, I know, but you know. Next up we have this one, which has my name on, so I'm covering it again. I'm sorry about the fact that it's a bit bent. I mean, I got this autograph. It was probably the first ever autograph I got at a convention. Back then I didn't really look after the autograph, so it's been like bent, and I'm actually surprised that it's still in one piece. So yeah, I didn't really look after my autographs back then. I mean, now I do, obviously, because I've got a box and polyester sleeves and all that stuff to keep them all in. But yeah, back then when I first got this, I didn't look after them. Kinda hate myself for that, but I'm thankful that it's in one piece. So yeah, this one is signed by Warwick Davis, who plays the Leprechaun. Who's also in other things too, like Harry Potter. He's in that. Star Wars and some other stuff. But I knew him back then mainly for the Leprechaun. So yeah, it says up there, "I want me golden," in his autograph. So that's him dressed as a leprechaun. It was that long time ago when I met Warwick. I mean, I didn't meet him this year, actually. Like I said, I met him back in 2008, I think, when I first started going to conventions. He was the first guest I ever met. So I can't really remember what his personality was like. I don't remember having any issues with him. I think I ended up meeting him twice. So if I met him more than once, surely he was a good guest. So yeah, that's that one. Next up we have this one, which is a autograph I pre-ordered. I didn't meet this guy, but I pre-ordered it earlier this year. I think he was in Slough around August time. I was going to go because Tom Baker is one of my favourite doctors in Doctor Who. But unfortunately something happened and I couldn't go, so I pre-ordered his autograph instead. So it's genuine because I pre-ordered it from the event site that was holding the actual event. So it's genuine. So that's a proper, unlike my Matt Smith one, that's a proper certificate of authenticity. It's signed by Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor in Doctor Who. Probably one of my favourites. I think my favourite Doctors in Doctor Who are the 4th one, Tom Baker, the 11th, Matt Smith, and the 12th, Peter Capaldi. They're my current favourites in Doctor Who. So yeah, there's that one. There's a date of when he played the Doctor, 1974 to 81. So there's that one. Next up we have this one. This one is also, like my Tom Baker 4th Doctor picture, this one is also a pre-ordered, so I never met this guy. But it's a signed picture of the Green Ranger, but he also played the White Ranger, possibly the Red Ranger from Power Rangers. What is his name? Jason David Frank, that was I almost forgot his name. So yeah, it's signed by Jason David Frank, and he's put Tommy at the bottom. When I pre-ordered, this wasn't actually the picture I picked. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the picture I picked. I think I picked him as a different coloured Power Ranger, maybe. I don't remember picking this one anyway. But yeah, so it's signed by Jason David Frank from Power Rangers. So yeah, I didn't actually. It was kind of weird because I never pre-ordered from this event site before, so it's genuine. I pre-ordered from the actual website that was holding the event, but I never pre-ordered from them before, and I didn't actually ask for mine to be personalised. So like, cause you have to pay extra £5 or something if you get your autograph personalised, but I didn't want mine personalised, so I got this one personalised, and I didn't have to pay the £5. So I saved £5 and got it personalised, if that makes any sense. So I saved money there, because I never asked for this one to be personalised. I just wanted his autograph, because like, I used to be a big Power Rangers fan back in the past, and I was like 7, 8 years old, and I've never really watched it since. But I got it for memory's sake, because like I said, I used to be a big fan. So yeah, but I never asked for it to be personalised, so I saved £5. Yay! Next up we have this one. This one was pre-ordered from the website that was holding the event, which this guest went to. So it's genuine and stuff. It's a Game of Thrones one. I don't really watch Game of Thrones. In fact, I've never seen this actor in Game of Thrones. But out of all the pictures to pick, it looked the most, the better one. Because, like, there was a Doctor Who one because he plays the first Doctor. Obviously, the real first Doctor's dead, but in, like, later episodes, he plays the first Doctor. And there was a picture of that. And I would have gone for it, but because I never pre-ordered from this site before, and the picture was actually quite dark, I didn't want black on black, you know, so you wouldn't see. Like my Andrew Scott Moriarty picture. I don't really want to go down there again. So yeah, I gone for this one, which was the lightest out of all of them. And thankfully he wrote in silver anyway. But yeah, this is signed by David Bradley. I don't know who he plays in Game of Thrones, but that's a picture of him in Game of Thrones. But he was also in Harry Potter and Doctor Who, like I said. He's also in The Strain. I love his character in The Strain. He plays Astrakian. I keep forgetting it's either Astrakian or Satrakian, something like that, in The Strain. So yeah, I never met this guy, like I said, pre-ordered. But yeah, that one's signed by David Bradley. Next up we have this one, which I pre-ordered from the website that was holding the event that this guest went to. It's a Stargate SG-1 picture. I can't remember what character he plays in there though. I haven't watched Stargate in a very long time. But it's signed by Richard Dean Anderson, who I used to have a small crush on when I was younger. So I was kind of like, I regretted not meeting him. But so I decided, since I couldn't meet him, I don't remember why, but I decided to get his autograph instead. It's better than nothing. So yeah. So that's that one. Signed by Richard Dean Anderson from Stargate SG-1. He was also in MacGyver, I think, too. Next up, we have this one. I don't know if you can make out the autograph. It's a bit dark. But this one is signed by Catherine Tate, who I again didn't meet, but I pre-ordered the autograph from the event in which this guest went to. So again, it's genuine. But yeah, she plays Donna when it was the 10th Doctor, David Tennant's run as the Doctor in Doctor Who. So yeah, that's that one. Signed by Catherine Tate. Next up, we have probably one of my favourite autographs that I've got this year. Purely because, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just very thankful that I got a reply, and, well, yeah. This autograph I'm not going to show right now is well, I've never wrote fan mail before in my life, like ever. But because I was like going through an obsessed episode through everything Sherlock Holmes this year. Literally, I'm completely obsessed with everything Sherlock Holmes. I decided since because for my obsession, I've watched so many different Sherlock actors. I mean, obviously I've watched Benedict Cumberbatch. I also watched Ronald Howard, which is a 1954, I think, version, black and white. Basil Brush, I like to call him Basil Brush, but his his name was Basil Rathbone. I've watched so many different Sherlock actors, like I said, and one of my top ones, in fact, probably my favourite Sherlock actor, has to be Jeremy Brett. But sadly, Jeremy Brett obviously is no longer around, sadly. So I looked into things. I mean, I'll just tell you, okay? I was looking through different websites that sold different autographs, and I came across a really lovely one of Jeremy Brett. It said that it was signed by Jeremy Brett. It was like a framed picture of him wearing his Sherlock gear, and I was so tempted by this. I really wanted to buy it since he's my favourite Sherlock actor, but sadly I looked elsewhere on the internet. This is why it's good to do a bit of research. Someone on the internet said that they asked Jeremy, they sent fan mail to Jeremy asking for his autograph, and they got it. So obviously that one was genuine. So they had genuine proof. So I was like, but that autograph looks different from the one I was going to buy. So I didn't get it. So in the end, through more researching, I found that one of the actors that did play alongside Jeremy Brett in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes was still around. He's the only main actor from that generation that's still alive. He's about 80, 85, is he now? 81, 85, something like that, years old. So yeah, because other people said that they wrote fan mail and stuff, and I was like obsessed with Sherlock and stuff like that, and the fact that he worked alongside Jeremy Brett, I was just desperate to get the autograph. So I done something I've never done before in my life. I wrote fan mail, and I wasn't expecting a reply. I'll be honest, I was not expecting a reply. I was so nervous writing this because I had no idea what to put or anything. I only know this actor from working alongside Jeremy Brett. I don't know him from anything else. But yeah, so I wrote fan mail, and within 3 weeks later, he wrote a reply to me, and it's what he put. I'm sorry for rambling there, and I hope you like my bed sheets. But yeah, he's put Dear, then my name, but I'm covering that. And he put, it was so long time ago that I do not have any photos of myself. So sorry. Which is fine, because Jeremy Brett's era as Sherlock was over 30 years ago, so that made enough sense to me. So what I put is I asked if I could have his autograph on one of these, if he's got any pictures of him as because he played Watson. He played Watson in the first series alongside Jeremy Brett before. I don't know what happened, but then he was replaced by what was his name? By someone else. But yeah, it's strange too, because a lot of people don't really remember this guy playing Watson alongside Jeremy Brett. They always something Castle. I think his name was something Castle. Everyone just thinks he was the only Watson. I mean, he was in every single series right until the stop the program. But for the first series, it was David Burke played Watson alongside Jeremy Brett. So yeah, I asked him for that, which being 30 years ago, I was fine. I was more than happy to not get any pictures of him signed, so it's fine. And then he puts, I hope that my signature is an acceptable substitute. Best wishes, David Burke. So, yeah, I was just really relieved and happy that I got a reply. That I don't care whether he had pictures or not. Just to get a reply meant so much to him. So I've got so much respect and I love this guy so much. So yeah, first ever fan mail and I get a reply. So, really grateful for that. Definitely one of the best autographs I've got this year. By miles. You can't really top it. It probably is my favourite. Just because I was simply, it didn't have to reply, you know, he just didn't have to reply. But he did, so, awesome guy. Okay, so, this is where I keep my posters that I don't frame. In fact, I've got no signed posters framed at all. So this is where I keep them. Excuse the cat hairs, I mean it literally gets everywhere. I just keep them in a normal black case from Cassart. I usually keep them in, just like my smaller autographs, I keep them in polyester, archival, whatever. Polyester pockets. So, yeah, just excuse the cat fur. It literally gets everywhere. You hoover and like, you do everything, and then there's more cat fur. That's the problem with cats. I mean, I don't even keep this anywhere near cats, and it still gets on it. But I think it's the material it's made of as well. It's probably a cat fur attractor. So that's where I keep them anyway. So first poster I will show you in this case is my Sherlock one. I got this all signed at the Sherlock event, the first official Sherlock event, which was back in April of this year. I was platinum ticket, so I could manage to get quite a few autographs. So yeah, it's my most complete poster thus far. But I'm still working on some others, so. And as you can see, it's another ring binder like my smaller silver box. So that one there is signed by Lara Pulver, who plays Irene Adler. These are all in-person autographs, by the way, in case you didn't know. Louise Breathley, who plays Molly Hooper. Elizabeth Coyle, who plays, I think, the dead person in the first episode. I was like, I was humming and hawing. Shouldn't I get like autographs from people that have only been in one episode? In the end, I decided, what the hey, I've got plenty of room on this poster, and I've even got more room if I wanted to add any more. So whatever. So yeah, that's Elizabeth Coyle. Here we have autograph from Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty. Good looking guy. It's typical. They get two of the most good looking actors to play the good guy and the bad guy in Sherlock. I mean, seriously, like, why can't you get someone that's not attractive? It's like they are like trying their best to like wheel in the fangirls, you know? Like those fangirls, it's just my opinion. I find both him and Benedict quite attractive. More so Andrew. I think Andrew's better looking. So yeah. I'm signed by Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty. Here we have Sue Virtue's autograph, who is one of the show's creators. Then we have Lars Mikkelsen or something. Can't remember. But he plays one of the bad guys. Oh my god, I can't remember. Can't remember, but he wears glasses and he's like one of the bad guys. He's a really good bad guy too, because, well, I don't want to give spoilers away, but yeah, that's signed by him. And then we've got Una Stubbs' autograph, who plays Mrs. Hudson. Then we've got been such a long time ago, I can't remember these guys' names anymore. Arwell Jones, who's the production designer for the show. Clive Mantle, who plays... For a better description of all these autographs, I recommend checking my Sherlock event video out, because I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. No, I can't remember. He plays one of the doctors in one of the episodes. That's Clive Mantle. I can't remember. Sorry. That's Jonathan Harris, who plays Anderson. Mark Gatiss, who's one of the show's creators. There we have a little squiggle, which is signed by Lewis Moffat, who's Stephen Moffat's son. There we have Benedict Cumberbatch's autograph. Then we got Rupert Graves. Obviously Benedict plays Sherlock. I'm not even telling you about the characters to play. So that's Mark Gatiss, who plays well, yeah, he does play a part in it. He's the show's creators. One of the show's creators, and he plays Mycroft in the programme. There we go. That there is that little squiggle from Lewis. And he's only a kid. Like I said, he's Stephen Moffat's son. No, probably about, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, something like that. I'm surprised he was there, actually. But, so yeah. He plays young Sherlock in one of the episodes. That's Benedict Cumberbatch's autograph. He plays Sherlock, that handsome devil there. Then we've got Rupert Graves, who plays Detective Lestrade, however you want to pronounce it. Louise Brecken Richards, who's in one of the episodes. I can't remember what she plays though. I think she talks to Sherlock in one of the episodes about some case or something. And then we've got Stephen Moffat's autograph, who's one of the show's creators. So yeah, there's still room for more. I mean, I would love to get Martin Freeman, who plays Watson, on it, but apparently he doesn't really go to conventions, so that's probably never going to happen. But I could be wrong. You never know. So yeah, like I said, for a better idea of who these people and who these squiggles belong to, look up my Sherlock event video, because I'm pretty sure I showed off my autographs then too. So I just got from peppers. I haven't watched Sherlock in ages now. So yeah. Here we have pre-signed autographs from Stephen Moffat, who's that guy there, the smiley chap. His autograph. And Mark Gatiss, that guy there. There's his autograph. So yeah, these are pre-signed, but got at the Sherlock event, which was back in April of this year. So yeah, Stephen was more outgoing out of the two. I mean, a couple of us, including myself, found, well, to be honest, we found both Mark and Benedict the most reserved in the at the whole event. So yeah, the rest were pretty good. The rest were pretty nice and friendly. But yeah, I know I'm going to end up forgetting to tell people my opinions of the guests. So if I do, then whatever. I just think it's good idea, but it's something I'm not used to doing. 'Cause it's always nice to have an idea of what these guests are like before meeting them, at least in my opinion, and from what I've seen on the internet is this as well. I mean, if you're going to go with high expectations and meet the most reserved person on the planet, then that could have been prevented if you did some research on what the guest was like and their personality and stuff. I mean, everyone's different. I mean, even if they're like all singing and dancing before you meet them once and then meet them again and they could be like really reserved. It just depends on how the people are feeling. But yeah, like, I'll probably end up forgetting to tell you all. For the Sherlock event, quite a few of people, myself included, found Mark and Benedict to be the most reserved. But I've like since joined Twitter since the event, and like even though it's a really popular site and everything, but I've only just joined it after April when I went to this event. And I think Benedict is probably just a really shy guy anyway. Like, from what I've read. Because it was like this Twitter message I got, that just indicated and ticked, yeah, he's a shy person. Which is fair enough. But, so yeah. Heck, I'm a shy person. So, anyway, there's that one. I'm not really sure who signed this one. And I've never bought from them before. But, Shenmue 3 was officially announced this year. To, back at E3, back in June. And, so they, had a Kickstarter, because they needed money to be able to make it. And, with the Kickstarter, there was another website that was selling these prints, so I ended up getting one. It's a picture of the Shenmue's main character, Ryo Hazuki, just in the dojo looking out at some snow. I believe it's like a digital picture done by the main artist, the leading artist at Naughty Dog. Like the guy who done art for games such as The Last of Us and the Uncharted series. So yeah, just a picture of that. It did come with something signed, but I can't really, hold on, bear with me. So this is the autograph that I got with the Shenmue Ryo Hazuki picture that I've just shown you. Certificate of authenticity. I got it from Cook and Becker. It's a it's signed by Sega, signed by Master Printer, and it's actually numbered. I think I got number 9 out of, oh crap, I've just put it away as well. Was there 100? I think there might have been 9 out of 100 that were available. I got number 9. So yeah, there was only 100 of these. Next up we have this. It's a Sherlock, BBC Sherlock print. We've got pictures of Benedict as Sherlock and Martin Freeman as Watson. This was sold by a guy who takes pictures of celebrities at the BAFTA Awards. So it's genuine. Well, most autographs I show, unless I say, are genuine, even if I forget to say. But I always point out the fakes. But no, this one's genuine. I believe the photographer's name was Ian Derry, and he took pictures of Benedict and Martin, and was selling these pictures for a charity. I think it was leukemia. So I ended up getting this. It was limited numbered as well. There's Ian Derry's autograph, and I got number 1 out of 40. So there was only 40 of these prints available, and I got number 1. It's the first time I've ever got number 1 for anything limited. But yeah, that's Ian Derry's autograph as well. Down here somewhere, there. I don't know if you can make it out. It would be nice if the camera could focus. There we go. It says a limited edition. Ian Derry. So that's his stamp. So yeah. Here we have another print by Ian Derry, this time of Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty. It's not really a Sherlock print though, it's just got Andrew sitting with a glass of whatever. But yeah, this was just like my Sherlock print. It was sold for charity, leukemia. And photo was taken by the BAFTA photographer Ian Derry. So again, this is genuine. It's signed here by Andrew Scott. That's his autograph. And it's also signed by Ian Derry. There was only 10 of these available, and I got number 5. So this one's another limited edition. And there's Ian Derry's stamp of authenticity. So yeah. And the last one in this case to show is, well, I was really lucky to get this actually. Like I said, well, I might have said, well, I didn't join Twitter. I knew about the site, I knew how popular it was and everything, but I didn't actually join it until after April. I'm really grateful that I did, because if I hadn't joined Twitter, I would have known nothing about this event at all. Heck, the Doctor Who festival event I went to, I wouldn't have known anything about that neither. So yeah, Twitter is an amazing website. You just keep up to tabs with all your fandoms and everything. So yeah, without that I wouldn't have been able to know about the Doctor Who event I went to and this event. I mean, I was lucky to get tickets for this event actually as well, because like I said, I didn't join Twitter until after April, and like by the time I joined, all the tickets for this event were fully sold out. So I was like, we opened a ballot box, but I knew I was never going to win that. It was a popular event, so I knew I was never going to win that. So I kept searching on various different websites, and eventually came across a website that was selling 2 tickets, the exact number I needed, and for a day that I could actually go. So thanks to that, I actually managed to go to this event. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to go at all. So, yeah. So, sorry if I sound out of breath. But yeah, so next up is this one. I went to, see that there is what you got with the tickets, when you bought tickets for the play theatre, which was Hamlet, performed by Sherlock star, BBC Sherlock star Benedict Cumberbatch. So I went to see him perform live on stage as Hamlet. So that's the booklet you get. I decided to keep it. That's the ticket. I decided to keep that too. So it's like, we went on Thursday 20th of August. And we were sat at the stalls, R1 and R2 stalls. The Barbican Theatre Centre in London. So that's my tickets. It was a really good performance too. I knew nothing about Hamlet, but I went with my dad, who's Shakespeare mad. So I went because Benedict was there, and my dad because he likes Shakespeare. I mean, I'm a big fan of Sherlock, so obviously I'm a big fan of Benedict too. So yeah, the play was really good. I just hope it goes to DVD now. I heard that it's gone to cinema, so well, some selected cinemas, I should say. So paws crossed. But yeah, so that's that. And here is my autograph. That's my Hamlet booklet signed by Benedict. So yeah, he was originally not doing autographs. I kept reading websites saying no, he's not doing autographs, and I was like, fine. It was like a bit disappointing, but it turns out in the end he was doing autographs, so I got my book signed. So yeah, I was also pushed for time as well, because like I didn't know he was doing autographs, so like we arranged to get a train back to where we lived, instead of a hotel. So like we were like really pushed for time because we didn't know when he was going to come out to the stage door, and like we needed the train because it was the last one in the night. So if we missed the train, well, we would have been screwed. So luckily we just about got there in time with this autograph, because like any longer and well, I wouldn't have got it. So yeah, really lucky with this autograph. I'm glad I've got it too, because I've never ever been to a theatre play before, like ever. So this is a first time for me, and seeing a live play, and especially with a popular actor in it too. So yeah. So yeah, I'll keep all of it. A small booklet, my tickets, and a signed Hamlet book. Okay, so next up we've got a figurine which I got like in January of this year. I got it from an official website that was selling these figures, so it's again genuine. So yeah, it's my BBC Sherlock figurine. Of Benedict Cumberbatch, who obviously plays Sherlock. Keep it in my cabinet with the rest of my figures. So Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock Holmes. I've got number 272 of 400, and it's pre-signed by Benedict himself. So it's Sherlock 1/6 scale collector edition figure, signature edition. So it's genuine. I got it from Big Chief Studios. Comes with a little skull there. Comes with other accessories too, but that's all I've got out at the minute. So yeah, it's quite well detailed. I really like this figurine. I was gonna get the Martin Freeman Watson figure, but I didn't really like the head sculpture of the figurine, so I opted against it. But I have ordered a Andrew Scott Moriarty figurine, which I should be getting early next year. So to go with this one. So yeah, there's that one, signed by Benedict. I mean, I like this website. Some of the figures are really good. But I only ever buy the signature edition figures of figures that they sell. So that's why I haven't got a 12th Doctor figure, because like I said, I only get signature editions. I feel like I get my value for money if they're signed, you know. So that's like, I keep it with all my Sherlock memorabilia now. Like the stuff I got at the event, the Sherlock event, and then when I went to Baker Street, I went to the Sherlock Museum and stuff. That there is greeting cards. Una Stubbs, who plays Mrs. Hudson, she drew pictures of Martin Freeman and Benedict as Sherlock and Watson, and eventually they went to greeting cards, so I got a pack of those. Only cost me like £4. So, oh yeah, and that picture, the looks like a flower. It's actually like part of Sherlock's wallpaper in the program. I've got it signed on the back. To see the signature of that, just go to my Sherlock event video. But yeah, that picture there is signed on the back. Signed by Arwell Jones, the production manager. So I can't be asked showing you this signature. But it's on my Sherlock event video, so if you want to look at it, just go there. And it's my, I got these this year as well. My Moriarty and my 2 Sherlock variant vinyl figures. This is like my first vinyl first vinyl figures I've ever got. Are these ones. I'm thinking of getting one of the 12th Doctor, so I might join it with my vinyl collection. Vinyl, something like that, whatever. So I've got Sherlock with the violin, basic Sherlock, and Moriarty with the apple. Well, I wasn't going to show you my autograph of this framed picture I got at the Sherlock event, but then I realised I've forgotten to show you like 2 other autographs, and so like I decided, what the hell, I'll show you all 3 things that I've forgotten, or I can't be bothered showing. So yeah, like I said, this is my Sherlock wallpaper framed picture, and I got the Sherlock event back in April of this year. Like I said, it's signed on the back, so bear with me. So this is the back of it. Covering my name, but it says to, then my name, love, and then Arwell Jones's autograph, production manager for the TV show. So not everybody got this signed, like, because like what happened was, like, I met an event friend, like she had some issue and she couldn't stand in queues that long, and so like because Arwell Jones's table was right by the last photo shoot which everyone was waiting for, well, my friend ended up seeing if she could like find a chair, and like so Arwell was nice enough to give up his, and so we like spoke to Arwell for a bit. It was like a private one-to-one sort of thing. And like, yeah, so like me and my friend, we asked if we could have the back of these pictures signed, and Arwell, being as awesome as he is, accepted, and so signed the back of our pictures. There was other pictures to get there too, but this is the one I recognise the most out of all the ones that were available to buy, simply because it's it was Sherlock's, the one that's used as Sherlock's wallpaper in his flat in the show. So I think you had a selection of like Irene Adler's wallpaper and stuff like that, but I didn't, to be honest, I call myself a fan, but I didn't recognise them. I didn't recognise this one, so I got this one. Luckily it was the cheapest one available too, so that helped. So yeah, that's that one. Next up is a autograph, which I don't know whether I showed people it or not. I tried to keep my autographs in like an order, in a specific order in this box that I keep them all in, but I can't remember if I showed you this or not. I can't even remember when I got it, so forgive me if it's like was in past video or something. I should really look, but whatever, I'll just show you anyway. So this one is my signed picture of Sasuke from Naruto, that character there. It's signed by Yuri Lowenthal, who voices Sasuke. So yeah, there's that one. So I've now met the voice of that one, Mel Flanagan, and now the voice of that one, Yuri Lowenthal. So Next up, now I know I've got these this year. I got these. These were pre-ordered from the website that ran the event that these guests attended. So again, it's genuine. So yeah, I've got this one, which is a picture of Ash from Pokemon, and it's signed by Veronica Taylor, who voices Ash. It's another female that voices a male character, just like male and mile whatever. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. Who voices Naruto. So yeah, there's that one. Next up, we have an autograph that I pre-ordered from the website that was running the event that this guest went to. So again, it's genuine. Which is this one. This is a picture of a Doctor Who picture signed by William Russell, that person there. Who's actually William's actually the first male companion in Doctor Who, so that's quite a thing. At least I think so. Being the first male companion in Doctor Who, you know. And there's his autograph. William Russell. So yeah. That's that one. And lastly, I think this is the last of my autographs now. Again, it's a pre-ordered autograph from the website that was running the event that this guest went to, so yet again it's genuine. So this one. It's a Doctor Who picture of a character called Strax. I really like this character a lot, so even though I've got his autograph, I'll probably end up meeting him in person eventually. I don't know what stopped me from going to this event. Can't really remember. I don't really remember what I pre-ordered and didn't go, so. But yeah, that's the character of Strax, played by Dan Starkey. Really like the character of Strax. It's a really good character, well written, funny as hell. Really is a funny character. So yeah,